Hey YouTube, my name is Loadie, and today we start a brand new theme for the channel called Loadout Guides. The goal is to cover every aspect of a certain gun in Warzone 2 and then build together the best loadouts possible. If you enjoy the concept, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notifications so that you never miss the new videos. Our first gun is the Sakin MG38, and I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see that this gun is extremely powerful in Warzone 2 and that you should try it. It's also one excellent candidate for the title of Absolute Meta in Season 2 once the RPK gets nerfed into the ground. At the end of the video, you will have learned the statistics of the Sakin MG38, the pros, the cons, and of course, the best loadouts for it. Before going into the loadouts, let's look at the stats of the Sakin in Warzone, courtesy of sim.gg. The average time to kill is 612 milliseconds until the first damage drop-off at 46 meters. Then, until 79 meters, your average time to kill will be 656 milliseconds, and finally, it will be 783 milliseconds. Those values are outstanding and are placing the Sakin MG38 among the top performers when it comes to time to kill. We'll see just after how the Sakin compares with the RPK, the absolute meta in Season 1. The other stats we see here are quite standard for an LMG: slow ADS time, slow mobility, and long reload time, but a good amount of bullets available. The muzzle velocity, an indicator of the bullet velocity, is also quite average for this build. We'll suggest a build with a better bullet velocity in the loadout but a longer ADS time. Now, let's compare the Sakin MG38 to the RPK. The RPK has dominated the meta since the launch of Warzone 2 in November, and the question is, can the Sakin compete? If we look only at the time to kill, the Sakin has absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. The time to kill is even better for the Sakin until 79 meters, representing most of the fights in Warzone 2. So in terms of time to kill, I'm not scared to say that the Sakin MG38 is better than the RPK. But the reason why the RPK is the absolute meta and is, in my opinion, better than any other gun is when you look into the other stats. The secret of the RPK is that it behaves like an assault rifle but hits like an LMG. The RPK aims faster, moves faster, reloads faster, and has a better bullet velocity with the meta build. To conclude which is the best of the two, it's hard not to give the medal to the RPK. The Sakin is fantastic, but the mobility penalties are too strong. If you are a more tactical or slow gamer, then the Sakin will do wonders for you. Let's follow up with the loadouts. On the menu today, we have two builds dedicated to long range. The first one focuses on being the absolute best at long range and with the best possible bullet velocity. With this loadout, we don't care about the ADS time or the mobility. The first attachment is the ZLR Talon 5 muzzle. As seen in my previous video about selecting the best muzzle for loadouts, the Talon is the best regarding bullet velocity and damage range and helps a little bit with the recoil. Then the second obvious choice for a long-range loadout is the longest barrel 20 Bruin Silver series. Like the muzzle, this barrel gives you more bullet velocity and recoil control. Our next two attachments are the high-velocity ammunition to maximize that and the Cronin WL55, focusing on recoil control. There is not much to add here except that the underbarrel is quite specific to this gun, and you will not find it on many other guns. Finally, the AIM OPV4 optic for the lowest visual recoil possible while having a clear sight. I know the optic is often a regular question, but it's only a matter of preference. There isn't one meta scope right now. Remember, the more zoom you want, the more visual recoil you'll get. And here is a small showcase of the loadout with the reload animation, the ADS time, and the recoil pattern. As you can see, the ADS time and reload are slow, but the recoil pattern is extremely easy to control. In our next loadout, we will change one single attachment that will reduce the bullet velocity but greatly impact the ADS time positively. Now let's move to what is in my opinion the true meta loadout for the Sakin MG38. The attachment are the same as the one we saw previously, but instead of using the bullet velocity ammunition, we are using the FSSOLEV laser. The reason is that I truly believe that if you want to be able to compete with the RPK or even with assault rifles, you need to work on reducing your time to aim. This laser is the best for that, and that's why you will often see it on LMG or snipers. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more similar content. Also, comment below what gun you want to see for the next loadout guide, and follow us on social media.